Today we will study the programs on for loop. In the earlier videos, we have studied about programs on while loop and do while loop. So today I will try to explain a few programs on using the for loop. Now for the one program that find the sum of the first n natural numbers, this program we have done using while loop. This program we have done using do while loop. Now this program we will do using the concept of for loop, so that you may understand that same program we can do using different sort of loops. It is not mandatory that for a particular program you will have to follow this loop only, but depending on the programs we can choose any type of loop which will suit my program. So first I will take from the user the range of the n. Suppose first 10 natural numbers or first 20 natural numbers I will take for the from the user. So enter the value of n. Okay. So suppose I am taking it in the variable named n. Fine. Now what I will do? Same concept. The same concept which you have done, you will start a counter which will start from 1 and which will run till your n, and it will increment, and in between what you are doing, sum is equal to sum plus I. Same concept. And after my summation is over, what I need to do? I just need to print my result. So the sum is percentage D, comma, sum. Now, since I have taken these variables I, then n, then sum, I need to declare it, and sum I initialized it with a 0. Okay. Now what will happen? Suppose I want to find the summation of first 5 natural numbers, right? So my n is equal to 5. So this will start from I equal to 1. I is equal to 1, fine. Then the condition checking, is 1 less than equal to 5? Yes. If it is true, it will enter into the loop. After entering into the loop, what it will do? New sum is equal to your old sum, that is your sum has started from 0. So your old sum plus the value of I. First is first 1. So it becomes 1. 0 plus 1, 1. Fine. Then again it will return back. I plus plus. So from I1, I will become 2. Again the condition checking. 2 is less than equal to 5? Yes. If it is true, it will enter equal to 2. The old sum plus the I. Fine. So new sum will be 3. Again it will return here. I plus plus. So it will be 3. Fine. 3 is less than equal to 5. Yes, true. Condition checking. It will enter inside the for loop. Old sum plus the new I. Fine. So 6. It will return here I plus plus. It will do 4. 4 is less than equal to 5. Condition checking. Yes. If it is true, old sum plus the I. That means 10. Fine. Then again I plus plus. 5 is less than equal to 5. Yes, 5 is equal to 5. Old sum plus the I. That means 50. Fine. Again I plus plus 6. 6 is less than equal to 5? No. Once the condition is false, it will come out of this entire for loop. It won't enter inside the for loop anymore. And whichever statement is there just below the for loop, it will execute that statement. So my final sum is saved over here. So I just need to print my sum, right? So this is the way it is executed. So let me just compile it. 5 sum is 15. है ना? So see, you have used the for loop. See, this is the initialization part. I equal to 1. This statement ran only once. This is the condition checking and this is the increment part. So condition checking was happening till n times. Increment was happening till n times, right? But this happened only once. So the for loop is initialization of the variable, semicolon, condition which needs to be checked, semicolon, the increment or the decrement, that is updation of my variable over here, counter variable, right? So this is one example of for loop. Now suppose uh, mm, okay, suppose I want to write a program to print the multiplication table of suppose n, where n will be entered by the user. So suppose I am entering 5. So 5 into 1, 5 into 2, 5 into 3, 5 into 4. If I am entering 6, so 6 into 1, 6 into 2, 6 into 3, 6 into 4, like this. The multiplication table suppose up to 10. Okay. So this is the program which I want. Now, these things I will delete. 5. Now what I will do? I will take the value of n from the user. So the user will enter the n, that is multiplication up to 10 of which number? Of 2, of 5, of 1, of 6, of 7, which number? Suppose the user has entered. Then what I will do? Then I just need to run a for loop. For loop for why? Because suppose the user has entered 5. So 5 into 1, 5 into 2, 5 into 3, like this. My counter will start from 1 and it will go till 10 because multiplication up to table 10. From 1 till 10 and in between it is incremented. पहले इन का मतलब 5 के साथ 1 मल्टीप्लाई किए, उसके बाद 1 को इंक्रीमेंट किए, फिर 5 के साथ 2 मल्टीप्लाई किए, 2 के इंक्रीमेंट किए, 5 के साथ 3 मल्टीप्लाई हुआ, तो ऐसे करके होगा. So my loop will start from 1, it will run till less than equal to 10 क्योंकि 10 तक हमें जाना था, and I plus plus, it will do that. And inside what it is doing? Inside it is calculating n into I, right? Whatever n you have multiplied, n into I, right? So n into I, it is calculating, right? And suppose I am saving it in another variable p, fine, and the value of p I will print, right? So I will say that the values are up to 10 is up to 10 percentage D and answers are saved in P. Okay. Now I have taken the variables. I have taken a P. I have taken a I have taken a N. चलो हम declare भी कर दिए. Fine. So this is the same program. Suppose the value I'm entering is 2. See, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 2 4s are 2 5s are 2 6s are 2 7s are 2 8s are 2 9s are 2 10s. ठीक है, तो 2 का टेबल वो दिखा दिए. Same table, if I want that I will run up to 20, this thing I want up to 20, I can do. बस छोटा सा यहाँ पे लॉजिक में चेंज करना है. That's it. See, till 20. So just using a for loop, how you can ease your work, right? Because if this you would have done using the concept of variables, then you would have taken 20 variables, then like this 20 other variables. So how is it working? Suppose whenever I'm entering the value of n to be 2, what it is doing, your I is 1. Fine. It is checking 1 is less than equal to 10. Suppose for the 10 I am expect 20. Yes. If it is true, it will enter. And from after entering, P is equal to n into 1, I. Your n is 2 and your I is for the first time 1. So for first time, P's value becomes 2 and it is printed P2. Then from here, after executing here, it will go back here, I plus plus. Now your I becomes 2. Fine. Again, condition checking, 2 is less than equal to 20. Yes. If it is 20, then the value of P will become n and I. I is now updated. I's value is now 2. 2 into 2. So the value of P becomes 4. It will be printed 4. Again, I plus plus 4. 3. 3 is less than equal to 20. Condition checking. Yes. If it is true, it will enter. The value of P will now become n into new value of I, that is 3. So the value of P will become 6 and 6 is printed. Again, it is incremented. I plus plus I is 4. 4 is lesser than equal to 20. So value of P 2 into I 4, that is 8 and 8 is printed. So like this, it will be going on till 2 into 20, right? Once it is incremented and this becomes 21, now the condition will be 21 is less than equal to 20. No. If it is not true, it will come out of this loop and whichever statement is just below this loop, it will execute it. It won't enter inside the loop anymore. Okay. And the statement just below is it gets ch. So that's it. This is the way. Fine. So this is another program of using the concept of for loop. Okay. Another program, suppose okay. So you are providing a range between 5 to 7. Find out the even numbers and odd numbers. They will classify and they will say, suppose, which are the numbers. Earlier, this concept we have done using the switch case. Now, the same concept how we can do using the for loop. So, the user will enter a starting range. Suppose I want to find out the odd even numbers between 1 to 10. I want to find out the odd even numbers between 20 to 30. So like this, the aim is 20 and n is 30, right? The upper range and the lower range. The user will specify this. Fine. So the upper range I am taking ampersand m and the lower range fine. So once my upper range and lower range is fixed, my for loop will run from where to where? So if I want that, I want to find out that what are the odd even numbers between 10 to 20, or what are the odd even numbers between 30 to 40. So my number starting point of checking counter is 10 and ending point is 20. So similarly, my for loop will start from m and it will run till it is less than equal to n, and in between it will do I plus plus. That is for first time between the range 10 to 20. Between the range 10 to 20, what it will do, it will first run for 10. It will find out if it is odd or even. It will increment. It will run for 11. Find out odd or even. Increment. Ran for 12. Find out, ran for 13, then ran for 14, then 15. So till 20 it will run, but after 20 for 21 it will come out of the loop. So my starting range of the counter initialization is M, and it should be less than equal to my lower range. Actually, sorry, this will be your lower and this will be your upper. Just meaning wise, I have just written the ulta. Fine. Fine. And in between this, it will do what? In between this, it will find out. So for the first time, for the concept between 10 and 20, I am finding out the odd or even. First, I will see. So my first time, my I will have the value of 10, right? So suppose aim I have entered as 10. So aim is 10. N I have entered as 20. So N is 20. So for the first time, I will start from 10, right? Then I will check whether my 10 is less than equal to my 20 or not. Yes, it is true. If it is true, then it will do what? Then it will do what? It will divide, I mean modulus operator, it will divide the two and it will check whether the remainder is 0 or not. If the remainder is 0, it is even. If the remainder is odd, it is odd. Okay, is not 0, it is odd. Again it will go back I plus plus. Now from I 10 I becomes 11. Again condition checking, 11 is less than equal to 20. Yes, then again it will do what? It will do 11 percentage 2. So the remainder, whether it is 0 or not, if it is 0, it is even, if not odd. Again I plus plus, I will become 12. Is 12 less than equal to 20? Yes, again it will do 12 percentage 2. That means whatever value is coming at this I, it is doing I percentage 2, right? So what can be the condition? The condition is if I percentage 2 is equal to 0. This is not assignment operator. This is checking operator, equality operator. Okay? If these things I am removing, okay? If this is the case, then it will print that the the number percentage D is even. And where am I finding the numbers? In I counter. And if this is not the case, else it will print the number percentage D is odd. Okay, so let us just run the program. Okay, so the variables which I have taken, I have forgot to initialize them also. Fine. Suppose the lower range is 10, the upper range is 20. So the number 10 is even, 11 is odd, 12 is even, 13 is odd, 14 is even, 15 is odd. So like this, it has given you. So how using the for loop between certain range, you easily found out what are the even and the odd numbers, right? Okay. So we have done so far 3 programs, right? Let us do another program. Suppose write a program to calculate the factorial of a number. Fine. Okay. So what is actually the concept of factorial? The concept of factorial is if you have 5 factorial, this means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, right? If you want to find out the factorial of 6, it means 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. That means whatever value of number you are given, and if you start your counter from 1, and if you do 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 till that number, it will give you the result of factorial, right? See, for factorial 6, I did the multiplication from 1 to 6. For factorial 5, 1 to 5. So in the for loop, if you start your counter from 1, 1 into I plus plus means 2, into I plus plus means 3, into I plus plus means 4, into I plus plus will 5. And we will stop. Why? Because I went till my number. By multiplying, I went till my number. So for 6, 1 into I will start from 1 and 1 into I plus plus, that means 2, into I plus plus, that means 3, into I plus plus, that means 4, into 5, into 6. Whenever my I becomes equal to my number, my n, whatever number you want to find out the factorial of, whenever this 2 becomes equal, then we stop the multiplication, right? And the result, suppose we are taking in a variable, whatever variable name you are giving it, that variable we will initialize it to 1. Why? So that it should not have any garbage value. Just like for the summation of numbers, we took a variable sum and we initialized it to 0, because we know 0 plus something means that numbers only. It adding 0 to any number won't affect my result. Similarly, multiplying 1 to any number won't affect your result, right? So having said this concept, so suppose I will take from the user, enter the number. Fine. Suppose this I am taking it in a variable, say num. Fine. Now you can find out the factorials of numbers from 1, right? 1 is 1 only. Factorial of 2 is 2 into 1. That means 2. Factorial of 3 is 3 into 2 into 1. Factorial 4, 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So you can start your factorial from 1, right? From 0 you cannot start, because factorial of 0, we all know that factorial of 0 is equal to 1 by default, right? So what will happen if your num is equal to 0, then it will return the answer to be 1. So suppose then the answer variable will be 1. Fine. And else, if this is not the case, then I will run a for loop. If I have entered something except 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, anything except 0, then how I will run? My loop counter will start from 1 and it will run till my number, and in the meantime it will doing plus plus plus. And what it is doing, whatever value of answer I am getting, with it is multiplying my I counter and it is updating my variable. Fine. And after all this thing, I will print that the factorial is %d and it will be saved in the variable answer. Fine. And since I have taken I have taken num, I have taken answer, these all I declared. And since answer will hold the results of multiplication, I will initialize it to 1. Fine. Now how is it running? So suppose from the user, I give the value of num to be 5. It checked. Is 5 equal to 0? No. If it is not, it won't enter into the if condition. It will jump to the else part. In the else, what it is doing? For I equal to 1. Your I is now set to 1. It is compared. Is 1 less than equal to 5? Yes. If it is true, what it will do? The updated value of answer will be the old answer. That means your answer started with 1 into your new I. For the first instance, your I is 1. So 1 into 1 means 1. Then I plus plus. I from here becomes 2. Then again condition checking. 2 is less than equal to 5. Yes. If it is true, the old answer into the value of I. That means into 2. So 2 ones are, it is 2. Then I plus plus, that means this will become 3. Again condition checking, 3 is less than 5. Yes. So the old answer, that is 2 into the new I, that is 3. 2 3s are 6. Again I plus plus, that means 4. 4 is less than equal to 5. Yes. The old answer into the value of your new I, that is 6 into 4, right? So 6 fours are 24. Fine. 5. I is incremented. 5. Is 5 less than equal to 5? Yes. If it is true, the old answer into the I, that is 24 into 5, that means 120. Fine. Again, I plus plus, that is 6. 6 is less than to equal to 5? No. Once the condition is low, it will come out of this for loop, and whatever statement is there, that is the printf statement is there just below the for loop, it will execute that. So I have my final answer saved or updated in the answer variable. So I am printing it. Fine. So 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. Like this, the multiplication is done. Fine. Now this variable I have took at answer. You can take anything. You can name it as fact. So here all the things will be named or changed to fact. Any variable name, whichever variable name you find it to be suitable, you may take it. Fine. Suppose 5. See, 120. Then suppose factorial of 10. This one. 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6 into 7 into 8 into 9 into 10. This one. Okay. So these are the 4 programs which I wanted to show using the for loop concept, so that you may understand. We will do a few more programs in the next video. I will be uploading those. Thank you.